Howdy, Possum Patty here. And as you can see, I have my special mushroom-shaped glue book. It is very magical. It is a mushroom fairy house. And I am using this to do my Janet Nash prompts. She does prompts on Mondays during her live. And these are the prompts from June 5th. No pressure to get them done at any certain time. Number 1 was seasonal color. Number 2, journey. Number 3, tea bag. Number 4, a recycled item. Number 5, use a paintbrush. And number 6, make an I am list, such as I am enough. So those are the prompts that I'm going to put in the journal today. Come on along. But before I get started, it looks like something special is going on in the new fairy corner. Wow, let's go over and see what's going on. Angela Rose, it looks like there's a party going on here. Oh my, look at the party lights. Very festive, very festive. Oh, I see, you're having a tea party. Oh, and you've changed your school desk into a table just for the occasion. You made a lovely tablecloth, very sparkly. And a cup of tea for you and one for Pixie. Pixie, look at what you've done to your chair. Oh, look at the cute little bumblebees and all the little roses. Oh, you picked roses because Angela Rose is letting you sit in her chair. I didn't think you were very much of a chair person myself, but you did a wonderful job decorating the chair with lights and flowers and tulle and ribbon. It looks very, very nice. Oh, and look, there's some leaf ribbon on there too. Very nice. I see Angela Rose's journal down here. And what's this? This is a postcard from your cousin Flo over in the UK. May I take a closer look at it? Thank you very much. Enjoy your tea. So let's look at Angela Rose's very first Happy Mail from her cousin Flo across the pond. And it has some magic mushroom fairy houses on it, just like my journal. See the little secret door down there? And got windows. There's a little skylight on that one. And some really fun doors. Little cottage in the background. Enjoyable spending time with friends and little hearts. Gold around the edge and a leaf in a field of flowers. And this cottage looks like it's all nestled and snug in the woods here. And on the back, Flo wrote, "Dear Angela Rose, it's Flo here. Do hope you are having a wonderful time in Patty's garden and making journals. Love, Flo," and there's a little picture of some mushrooms. So these are magic fairy mushroom houses, just like my journal. I love that. Oh, Flo's telling me that she wants to hang it on the wall. Okay, Flo, I'll let you hang this up on the wall. I was thinking maybe that I could put it in my journal, but she's not ready to stop looking at it yet. So I'm going to go put it back. This was the last page I did, and it was a lot of fun. Meet me by the sea with my little mermaid fairy, merfairy, talking to her turtle, her sea turtle friend over there. So here is the page waiting to be journaled on, and the way I made this is so that I can fold all the lumpy pages to one side while I work on this side. So I'm looking at the list of prompts. Use a paintbrush. Well, if you're using a paintbrush, you're probably going to want to put some paint and maybe use some seasonal color. And I have just happen to have this little postcard, and this is from Janet in the UK, and it says you are enough. So I could do my I am list right on the back of this, but I believe this is just begging to get colored in. And that's going in this little envelope pocket over here. And then I could put my list of prompts here or even over here. I have to find a recycled item. Oh, here's a recycled item. Somebody gifted me this material, and I guess it's a bag that maybe something comes in. It says, thank you for your purchase. I don't know. It's kind of like material and kind of like fiber. And I think I was talking about this the other day, that this would make a fun shaker, like a tea bag shaker. On the page, travel. Somebody needs to be traveling. Well, here's some clothes. They can pack their clothes. Oh, and it says clothes. Oh, maybe they need a traveling bag to take their clothes with them. You know what? I think what I'm going to do is cut a piece of paper, maybe that loves watercolors, a piece of watercolor paper or mixed media paper, just this size, so that I can splash and play with the watercolors using a brush. And I would choose some seasonal colors, and that'll be 2 of the prompts. And then I'll decide what I want to put on the page. I have a recycled item. Oh, and I also saved a tea bag. And of course, I saved the red rose for Angela Rose tea bag right there. The original, it says. Oh, you know what? Journey. Journey. Well, Angela Rose just took a journey across the pond and landed here at Possum Patty's garden at Soggy Bottom. So this could be the story of Angela Rose coming to the garden. Looks like a big P for Possum Patty. All right, where's my watercolor brush? Okay, the seasonal color is going to be just blue skies and blue oceans. And then I think I will draw a picture of Angela Rose flying across the ocean, and she's carrying all her belongings in a magical tea bag. How's that? And what else do I need? Oh, the ion list I can do on the other thing. I have the recycled, and I have the tea bag. What can I make out of the tea bag? We'll see what I can make. Oh, can I paint this? Or maybe this could be her wings. While she's flying, these could be her wings. I just have to put some sparkle on there because she's got sparkly wings. Okay. Let me paint so I can let this dry. Okay, I'm just using some paints that were already in these palettes, and it looks like these are sparkly colors. And this, I'm not sure, but it looks like greens and blues and more greens and blues. I don't remember making this palette out. That's how old it is. Let me get a towel here. But that's okay. See, when I was cleaning out one of the drawers, I found some palettes with watercolors in them. And you know, the watercolors don't go bad. Just give them a squirt with water. And I thought I'd use up some of these small palettes, and then I'll go back to the big palette again. So what if this kind of looks like a phthalo green? Okay, this is going to be the ocean down here. Maybe put a little blue in there. I don't remember what these colors were. I can't help you out there. But I think maybe I want to put some sparkle on it too. You do a little wet and wet. The colors will kind of blend together. Get some sparkle blue here. What's this over there? I don't know. Put some sparkle in that ocean. The sun is shining on it and the water is sparkling. And Angela Rose is flying across the pond from her fairy godmother, Julia, in the UK. Put a little texture on there. I tend to put too much water with that paintbrush. It holds a lot of water. But that's what's good about it. Okay, now we need a blue sky. Do we want a darker blue or a lighter blue? Let's see. Let's see what color this is. Okay, perfect for the sky. Perfect for the sky. Big sky. Making a big sky. I know I'm painting sideways. I don't have a problem with that. Got some green on there. Got some green in the sky. Painting is fun. Don't stress, just play. Leave some white for the clouds. And that is how easy you make a sky. I think I want to put some waves up here in the water. If things start looking too light, because watercolor dries lighter, you can put more color on. Put some more of the blue sparkle on there. Oh, we got green sparkle. Put some green sparkle on there. The waves are splashing up. The sky is darker at the top. Yes, it is. Sky is darker at the top. No, I just love to do wet and wet. Watch, the color just plays like that. Oops, wrong blue. And then it gets lighter towards the horizon. The horizon's down here where the ocean is splashing up into the sky. Okay, we're going to let this dry. I did a quick sketch of Angela Rose, And it wasn't very hard because the other day, well, actually on June 13th, I did a sketch of her in my notebook that I take notes in at my music lesson. Can you see her down there? But instead of copying her, because I wanted her flying, but I did copy it. I mean, I used this as an example to go ahead and draw her. So this is really funny because the page that is just across is also the ocean, and this little mer fairy is a copy of one that I did on June 6th. Look at that. So, but this one I just photocopied and put her in. But this one I just looked at it and then copied it on this mixed media paper. Now, I didn't look at her when I was drawing that. I just drew it while the teacher was doing his business, you know. So what I'm going to do is color this in with, do I want to use watercolors again? Yeah, they're right here. Might as well use them, right? Use a brush. Use a brush. Whoops. And so I sketched it in pencil and I went over it with my Micron 05 so it won't run when I put the color on it. I might need more colors though. Let's see. Look in my bag of colors over here. I'm going to have to juice these up. I'm going to spray them because I think I'm going to need a little bit of the light green maybe, and definitely the pink. Not much light green in there, but okay, I didn't put her wings because I'm going to use the tea bag for the wings. And her hair is pink, but her head tie is gold. And I see some gold right there. That looks kind of yellow. Get some of the good gold. There's a yellow right next to it. I'm trying to get some of this gold up here. Now that's better. That is better. Her scarf does have a little bit of, her head scarf does have a little bit of yellow in it though. So probably I should go with some yellow. Skin tone. She's got very pale skin, pale pink skin. And sometimes if you mix, a little tiny pink with a little tiny orange, you get kind of like a peachy color. That's dark, but that's okay. You can water it down a little bit. A little tiny bit of pink. You're just working very hard, flying across the ocean. And her hair is pink, 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 pink. Possum pink. She has possum pink hair. She's got her hair all tied up so that while she's flying across the ocean, it won't get all knotty. Her dress is sort of like a sea foam green, and then she's got this turquoise applique. I don't have much green. Let's see. Let's do a little green here. It's a little bluer than that. I'm going to put a little of that blue in there. Okay, I'm going to let this dry, I think. Or maybe I'll get my heat tool out and dry this up so I can do the applique. Oh, I forgot her eyes. She's got blue button eyes. That's a little button on her arm. Let's see. I think her eyes are as blue as the sky. And now for the applique. Angela Rose has a beautiful rose applique. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do like part of it dark and then maybe pull some color with the water. All right, I'm going to let that dry and cut her out. Okay, this is the tea bag that I took apart and I dried. And I'm going to use it for her wings, but her wings are sparkly. So I'm adding a layer of sparkle Mod Podge. And then while that's drying, I will go back and cut Angela Rose out. Get her ready to put on the page. I'm looking at my list. Oh, I do have to make her magical tea bag, traveling bag that she's going to put her clothes in as she flies across the pond. Now I will take it off the paper towel because it will it will stick to the paper towel unless I do that. So I will put it on a plastic surface to dry. Look at that beautiful sparkle. I folded up the tea bags with the Mod Podge on it, and we have a new idea here. Use tea bags dried and painted with sparkle Mod Podge. And if you don't have sparkle Mod Podge, this is just basically white glue with glitter in it. So use some white glue and some glitter on there. And they make the most beautiful, sparkly fairy wings. And I'm using glue dots on Angela Rose here. So we've got a little 3-dimension going on there. She's flying out over the pond on her way home. While the page is drying over there, I am working on my I Am card, and this is the one that Janet Nash gave me with You Are Enough. I colored it all in. Little blue bird of happiness right there. And I stamped the sun there, and I am writing I Am Sunshine, and I am coloring in the face of the sun. Now I colored in the borders and this side with these liquid gel pens that I got from Temu, but I decided to do the sun in colored pencils because I was trying to get the look like that, but I guess I should have stamped it with a lighter color. I'm going to put a little dark color around around, and then blend it out. I've already put a lot of pencil on there, so I don't know how that's going to work. And then I'm going to put some color into the words. I don't know if I could put a dot of red in there. It's already too thick. All right, so we'll leave it like that. And then what I like to do is in the swirly bits, put some color. So I'm just playing now, playing with color. I am sunshine. That is my I am statement for my prompt. Okay, what I need to be doing is working on the tea bag. All right, move the color pencils out for a minute. But I do love to color. There is my I am. That is going, oh wait, before I put that in there, I gotta write the prompts on here. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I wrote down the prompts. I have my I am statement right there, which is, I think I just stuck it in there like that, right? I still have that. I can write something over there too. And we have Angela Rose flying across the ocean with her beautiful sparkly tea bag wings. And what I have to make is her magical tea bag suitcase. To make the magical tea bag fairy suitcase, I am using this bit of recycled sort of paper-like fabric. And I have 2 pieces that are about 1.5 inches by 6 inches wide, and I'm going to sew up the sides so that her magical fairy clothes don't fall out. Now, if you do this correctly, it will be bigger on the inside than on the outside. And if you don't sew, just go ahead and glue the 2 sides. But remember, we've got to fill it up with magical pixie dust. Okay, you've either sewn or glued the 2 pieces together. And now just fold it in half the long way and put a stitch really close to the edge right there. So now that I have that done, I'm going to fold this back on itself and, just about 1/4 of an inch or something. And I'm going to put a seam there and a seam there, because that gives you that little V shape in the middle that looks like a flow-through tea bag. Like that. Then I'm going to fill the 2 sides up and then put them together and find the string with the tea tag on it. Okay, so this was folded and sewn there. Now this was folded back and sewn across there. So now I'm going to do the same thing to this side. Fold it back, and then what you have is that little tent shape in the middle. Can you see that? So we have those 2 seams done. Just makes like a little tent in there. So it looks like a flow-through tea bag. And now I'm going to fill it with some pixie dust, some magical pixie dust. And then fold over the top and sew that. What I should have is a magical pixie funnel. I did have one here. Well, the funnel might be in the magical basement, so let's see if we can do it with a piece of paper. About like that. That looks pretty good. Put some on the other side. Oops, way too much. Okay, now I am going to sew across the top and attach a string. Okay, I sewed across the top and then I fold the sides, and as you can see, it is wonky, or as I like to say, possum perfect. Possum perfect little pixie dust magical tea bag. And I've got my tea tag here, red rose for Angela Rose. And there is Angela Rose flying across the pond on her magic tea bag, sparkly wings, carrying all her belongings in her magical red rose flow-through tea bag, with pixie dust in it. And her I am statement is, I am home. And I was thinking that maybe we need some kind of sparkly little fun sea creature down here. I kind of like this octopus. Put a little extra glue on them. I really didn't think about it, that I was doing 2 ocean pages in a row. But that's just how it turned out. Last week, ocean page. And this week, which is June 5th, this was May 29th, ocean page. This is still wet. I cut out this little bow from the fabric to try to hold that string down, so I'm going to let that dry. So I am going to thank you for coming along today while I do my Janet Nash prompts from June 5th in my magical mushroom fairy house. And the story is about Angela Rose on her journey across the ocean. Thanks for coming along today. Bye-bye.